Hi friends, good morning from Bali. Today's video is a really important one for me personally. It's a topic that I feel like so many people misunderstand, and because I know that I have a lot of straight heterosexual followers, I feel like I need to clarify a couple of things. I've noticed, for example, on my Instagram, I reposted some Insta post about being androgynous, and I got a few messages from straight followers, I believe, who don't quite get the concept and they don't really understand why it's something that I bring up. And I also believe that there's generally just a bit of confusion as to what is androgyny and what does non-binary mean, and all these terms that we people in the other sphere away from being man, woman, and straight, that we kind of came up with or use to describe ourselves, identify ourselves. And yes, of course, they're labels. And as much as I'm sort of against labels, and as these labels are against labels, they're important. And I'm happy they exist. And I want you to understand how and why I identify the way I do. So for one, I identify as more and more as a non-binary, androgynous, queer human being, really. I've come to realize that I don't really want to be looked at as a woman necessarily, even though I'm very happy as a woman. And I definitely don't want to be looked at as a man. And I kind of just want to be looked at as who I am as a human being. And I like playing with these masculine and feminine ways of looking and being. And my short hair is not for me to make a point about wanting to be a guy. And I think that's what so many people out there get completely wrong. And it really annoys me, because the way I dress and the way I look is just my expression of who I believe I am, and to show myself to the world and how I feel comfortable. And if people want to put on labels like, that's so masculine and that's so feminine, it's something that I just really want to break up with, and that I'm really frustrated with. And I'm happy that we are living in 2017 and we're slowly breaking up these very rigid, very binary ways of looking at the world and looking at people. And being androgynous for me really is about mixing these two binaries, these two polarities together. It's about being masculine and feminine at the same time. And in that way, when I say I'm androgynous, I'm neither exactly one or the other. And I also believe that that's what's so beautiful about who I am. And it's taken me such a long time to really feel comfortable in my own skin. For most of my life, I didn't really know who I was. I tried so hard to be straight from when I was a young teenager until about 26, and even then, like, when I had my coming out, I still very much looked like a woman with long hair who tried really hard to be feminine because that's what she thought was expected of her. And so for most of my life, I tried to be someone I wasn't, because I wanted to fulfill other people's expectations of who I needed to be. And of course, looking back and talking about this now, it's insanity. And I have a lot of love and compassion for that girl who tried so hard to fit in and tried so hard to be someone that she wasn't. And now I'm 34, 7 years after my coming out, and I'm still on that path, on that journey to becoming that soul, that human being on the outside and on the inside that I really am, that has always been inside of me. And the issue is that there is this inside world of who we are, and then there is everything we show outside, and that's our haircut, and it's the way what we do to our face, it's how we treat our body hair, what we wear, the clothing, the shoes, the shirts, and all of that. And I don't want to dress anymore the way that I'm expected to by society. Just because I was born with a vagina and boobs and I love both, or 3 of them, I don't want to just dress in a way that's expected of me because I have that sex. I want to dress in a way that makes me feel awesome and sexy and attractive when I leave the house, or when I stay home and look in the mirror and think I'm awesome. But I really love embracing these both parts of myself. Like, I love getting my pedicure done, and I love like waxing my eyebrows and getting waxed down here, and I love taking care of my body a lot. Most days I wear some concealer and maybe I put some eyeliner on. A few months ago I started wearing earrings again, so there's definitely parts of me that are very feminine, and then there's parts of me that are quite masculine, and like having the short hair, wearing, you know, baggy clothing and wider shirts, and maybe shopping also in the boys section in the shops and buying t-shirts that are cut for boys, but I just like wearing them, and I don't care if it's the men's section or the girls section. I shop in both. Like, there's no distinction for me, and why should we? And more so, I want to publicly stand up for just fucking those gender roles and how we're labeling what is masculine and what is feminine, and really embracing more all these gray shades, all these in-betweens, all the colors of the rainbow. I want to figure out who I really am away from society's norms and the way that we've been conditioned throughout our lives, through our parents, through school, through the media and society in general. I really want to get down to the essence of who I am, away from all of that, and being androgynous. Also, like, having a body that's not, I'm not very curvy, and the way I walk is not, it's like, I walk different than other women do, but I also don't walk like a guy. There's many things about me that make me very feminine, and many things about me that make me quite masculine, and I want to embrace and love both of these parts of myself. And I really want to figure out, who is this Conni that was born as a girl and tried so hard to be a girl on the outside, but who is she really away from all of that? And I want to also encourage maybe you and all these other people out there to also get down to their essence, away from all this conditioning that we've been exposed to for so long. And that right now is really dear to my heart, and it's become quite a bit of a mission that I'm standing up for, and I want to speak out about a lot more. I want us all, and I want myself, I want us to be true to ourselves. I really want us to embrace our authentic self without apology, without feeling fear of doing so. I want to show you that it's safe to be yourself, no matter who you are, no matter how you look, no matter how you want to look or how you want to present yourself. So yeah, for me, being androgynous is really about breaking up these gender norms of how we look at people and how we perceive them. And there will be another video about the fact that I have some issues in real life and challenges that I have to face very regularly as a androgynous, tomboyish kind of woman walking the earth. And I'll talk about that in another video. But for today, I just kind of wanted to make that clear, and I hope the message arrived through this camera into here for you. I'd love to know what makes you feminine, what makes you masculine. Are you androgynous? What do you identify as? I'd love to know more about you. And also, if you're straight, man, like, just woman, leave your comments. Give us some support here. And other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.